Hello, Harry Potter. That's funny. Harry Potter. Thank you. Amen, mi Santa Muerte. Gracias. Um, I came live early real quick. I had to get off to make a phone call. I apologize real quick. Um, you know what? I should do a subscriber only live right now to see to see if anyone has questions. So today I had some very interesting phone calls with people. Um, very different but very similar. Um, the way I think they're similar is when people accept defeat, when people accept their current conditions, when people accept the current woes and not fight for happiness or for, let's say, a good relationship, a good life. If you accept the things that are upon you that are not good, like at that point you've let yourself down. Like it's very sad to see people not sort of fight for their happiness, for themselves. They don't think they're worthwhile. They think that they're not. So there's a lot of things that I see within people that sometimes they don't see themselves. And it's never meant to, like, I never try to sound like a jerk, but I know sometimes when I speak to people I come off maybe pushy, or or I sound like I'm criticizing their decisions, but it's not. Okay, if it's broken, bro, the best, if you can't fix it, is it broken beyond repair? Because you can still fix her. But if not, you bury her. You bury her like a loved one. Like you wrap her in a cloth and you give her a proper burial like you would a loved one. But if you can fix her, like there's statues that are broken that I fix, because usually when they break, usually it might be because there was some kind of attack and they take that bullet for you, or she takes that bullet with for you, and oh my god, every time I call this person, they don't pick up and they call me back. No, the faces are broken. All right, you bury her like it's a like you get a nice cloth or something and you wrap her up and you bury her. You can bury her in your backyard or in nature. Just don't throw her away. You got to bury her like she's, like, a loved one would. Um so yeah, that's the best way to discard them. Like some people like to you could throw them in water like in a river in the ocean, but the best way is to bury her. One time, like that, sent me an owl after crying to her, thinking she wasn't with me. That's beautiful. No, thank you, Luis Waco Mendoza. Again, that's the best way, brother. And again, if you have any other questions, let me know. Um, that's my son calling. Hold on, let me answer my son. My son takes priority at this moment. I'm sorry. Give me a second. What's up, buddy? What's
Hi.
up? Hi. real quick. My son called. Gracias, Abril. Gracias. My son called, so I was on a call with him. Usually when he calls, I try to keep that shit as private as possible. Know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's crazy, bro. Well, thanks for having the confianza to ask me, bro. I appreciate it. Um, Buenas noches, Walter. ¿Reflexionaste hoy un poco o no? Again, like right now, I'm gonna make this quick because I'm gonna call back that person. Um, we're playing, we're playing phone tag. So I'm gonna call her back right now. So let me, um, yeah. So let me right now. I'm gonna get off the live and I'll call you again. But right now, my son called anyway, so I was waiting for his call. Um, Gracias a ti, Luis Waco Mendoza. Um, Gracias, Angélica Silva. In your opinion, when you think of Flaquita, do you know if or when she appears? She appears when she wants to appear. Like I know we want to have her with us, but she's always with us. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Y qué pasó, Walter? ¿Hubo algo bueno que salió de eso o no? Um, Thank you for the pumpkins, Dre Dog. Right now, I'm gonna get off the live. So I call someone that keeps fucking nagging me and then talk shit. Then I call and they don't pick up, and then they call me back and that kind of shit. So I'm gonna call that person back because I wait. But again, like right now I was talking to my son anyways. Um, so I'm gonna do that in a little bit. I'll come back to a live. I'll come back to a live right now. So let me get off. Paso a paso, Walter. Es lo más difícil que puedes hacer a veces, es reflexionar sobre los detalles de la vida de uno. Y a veces cuando uno reflexiona, es difícil ver nuestras verdades y dónde hemos fallado. Thank you, Abby, for the pumpkins. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. So today we talked about introspection because it was a good day to sort of set up your goals for the rest of your life. Like you know, so the most difficult thing you could ever do is reflect upon the errors and mistakes that we make, and it's very much up to us to identify the good and the bad within us. And being honest with ourselves sometimes is the hardest thing we can do. But once we have found a foundation for truth, we can then reflect and start making changes towards a better tomorrow. You can you don't ask for anything, but just give her thanks regardless. And water, you should always put water and stuff, or just like any kind of offering is always a good thing to do for her. It just shows that even when you don't ask for something, you still keep her in mind. Hold on, this got tangled up. I'm trying to untangle it. So that's always a good thing to keep her in mind. Not just because you don't ask for shit doesn't mean you shouldn't be keeping up with her. So make that not a priority, but make sure that you let her know that she's top of mind. Um, I mean, is there any questions before I go? Because again, I know I got on earlier and I got off for a call. I got off. I'm getting on right now, and I'm gonna get off again and switch other every night. Switch other every day, night, right? Switch what? Like, do you mean I switch the water? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I put water and sometimes it just evaporates, so I just keep adding water here and there. But you don't gotta switch it out. You don't gotta switch it out. I just add more water sometimes. If you see that the water starts collecting dust or some shit, yeah, switch it out. But you don't gotta switch it out every other night. I put water and it evaporates or it's gone, so I just add more water maybe. But you don't gotta change it out. But it doesn't it doesn't hurt you to change it out because it's easy, right? You go to get some tap water or whatever. So whatever feels right for you. Whatever feels right for you, do it. Like take what I say and if it feels right, do it. If not, do your thing. My spiritual way of doing things might not be the way you do it, but I would say you can add water and put it there because when I get a cup of water or a bottle of water, I may drink it in one day or it might be the next day and I'll still swig at it. So I don't do nothing that I wouldn't for her that I wouldn't do for myself, if that makes sense. So just be, if the water is getting yucky or whatever, then yeah, switch it out. But if the water is evaporating and it still looks clean, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Any questions? Any other questions or any comments? Is there any super fans here right now that need a question answered? I bet any super fans right now, any super fans at all, because I want to show you guys love. So to my super fans, much love. Thank you, Drake Dog, for the pumpkin and for the autumn love. A ver, la pregunta que es, Abby. And again, this is for my super fans, all right? If you're not a super fan, keep your hand down. What's your question? I'll just call your ass right now, fool. Will Gabriel's mom get her visa? Will Gabriel's mom get her visa? That's a yes. That's a yes. If there's a lot of wax, Briar Rose, I don't like when there's a lot of wax left in the candle. Like I feel like it's incomplete, like something went wrong or it wasn't fully like accepted or so what I do, and this is only what I do, it's what I feel to do. I take that wax, I put the veladora or the candle in hot water, let it melt, and I pour it on top of another one and burn it again. That's just me. Gracias, Angelica. So I really, gracias a ti, Abril, por estar aquí. Gracias. So Briar Rose 059. When the wax doesn't finish complete me, oh my God, meow, 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 meow. How are you, meow? So to me, if the wax doesn't burn through, explico el show. ¿Qué hago aquí? No, pues hablo sobre la Santa Muerte y ofrezco espiritualidad, el que la quiera. All right. Yeah, let's pull for that, Abby. I'll call you right now, Abby. Ahorita te hablo. ¿Vendes estatuas? También vendo estatuas. Las vendo aquí, pero no, o sea que no me gusta venir a vender hasta que me pidan porque no quiero estar aquí puchándolas, pero aquí tengo estatuas, Angélica. Si tienes alguna estatua en mente, color o tamaño, déjamelo saber. Mándame tu información y te mando una foto. Las estatuas que tengo aquí, las limpio, las curo, las preparo y luego las mando. So, cuando alguien me compra una estatua, tardo como 3, 4 días en arreglarla bien y luego ya la mando. All right. Tengo de 7 colores, sí. No sé cuántas tenga. De manera que nomás tengo una de 7 colores. Pero puedo conseguir más. Y las que yo compro, le digo, yo las arreglo, las curo y todo el desorden. O sea que no las mando así en seco. Les pongo mi energía buena o las limpio para que les lleguen curaditas, ¿verdad? Y bonitas. Thank you for liking the live there, Meow. again, I appreciate you guys show up. I appreciate the likes and the loves and all that stuff. Is there any questions from a super subscriber? Again, I want to make sure that my super subscribers have, you know, cuando se suscriben a mi página, cuando se suscriben a la página, me pueden preguntar cualquier pregunta a la hora que sea. Y si no estoy en el live, me pueden mandar mensaje a mi teléfono y les contesto cuando pueda de voladita. Pero cuando son my super fans, pues ojalá que no se sientan gachos porque pues les tengo que dar algo a la gente que me sigue de esa manera. Anyways, any other questions before I go? ¿Alguna pregunta antes que me vaya así? Algo más común, algo sobre la Santa Muerte o algo así. O ya me voy, como dicen, ya me voy, ya me voy. ¿Le gustó la negra y la rosita? Aquí tengo una rosita, no sé si la vio. ¿Está aquí o está arriba? Oh, ya la subí. Mándenme mensaje, Manuel y Angélica Silva. Tengo negra segura y si tengo blanca, se la puedo pintar rosita. O sea que nomás me cuesta más tiempo y le va a salir más caro si la pinto. Pero usted me dice cuál es su tolerancia de gastar y ya nos ponemos de acuerdo. Y si tengo la de arcoíris, tengo una. Si quiere, manda mensaje, le mando foto. Esta es una sentada, está sentada con su guadaña. Okay. All right. So look, I'm gonna head out. I got 2 calls to make still. I thought, I'm gonna go make these calls and then I'll come back after my 2 calls. I don't care what time it is. I'll be back. I feel like I gotta do lives for yes or no questions for my subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, if you guys subscribe, you guys get to get like the subscriber only yes or no questions answered, as many as you want. It doesn't matter how many. You can ask yes or no questions like, am I gonna get a boyfriend? Does he like me? All that dumb shit that people like. Thank you so much. I love her too. Um, and right now, I'm gonna say this. Déjales digo algo. Ahorita, en la Home Depot hay una estatua que están vendiendo por $50 de 3 pies, 3 y 6 pulgadas. Está a $49.99, está barata, vale la pena. Si pueden comprarla, ahí está. Well, thank you for telling us, Wove. Gracias, Fernando Gomez. Gracias. I don't know why people show up and make a comment like this. Is this enough for me? If it's enough for you, you didn't have to say shit. You could have bounced. But thank you for letting us know. We appreciate it. Only live here. Only live here. Only love here. Ah, okay. Only love. Yeah, nothing but love here. Again, for those that are here for the first time, I try to teach about her, Santa Muerte, Holy Death. I do prayers. I do masses here on Sunday. I do daily prayers. I do daily spiritual readings and daily birthday readings. So if your birthday was tomorrow, the video's been uploaded. Yeah, it's just simple. They don't got to say anything. If they don't like it, they don't like it. They could keep bouncing. They don't gotta say that they don't like this shit. They could just leave. But that's fine. Thank you, Ravens Front. May you blessed now forever. Love me, Mama Muerte. That's beautiful, Lex. Ravens Front. Thank you for the little spaces there. All right, look. Is there any questions before I go? I'll be back in a bit. I've been making phone calls today and I'm trying to catch up. So I do apologize for being so finicky, off and on, off and on, off and on. I'll try to come back after my next call. Le gusta la Penny Rosita también a mí. ¿Cuánto me da por ella? No se acuerda, no se crea, me la regalaron, no la puedo vender. Deja averiguo dónde la compraron para ver y yo le paso dónde la compraron. Okay. Thank you for have one of them moved before. Yeah, some of them they moved before. People that watch the live sometimes say they move on the live. My son swears at night they move. And I've seen one move. The one upstairs in my main altar, I've seen her face just move towards me. I've been a devoted since I lived in Guanajuato 20 years ago. Thank you for the lives. No, thank you, Ravens Front. I've been devoted for about 30 years. Nah, we're used to it, Ghostface. A few weeks ago, me and my son came home from getting groceries and we had bags of stuff. And my son had like two things. And and I told my son, open the door, just like that. And the door opened. It was locked and everything. The door just fucking opened. And my son's like, Dad, you saw that? I'm like, yeah, son, I saw it. And then we go in and we put our groceries away and we play Fortnite. It's not a big deal for us no more. It's very funny to say it like that, but again, like we see things around here that are very much like wow, but then it's normal. You know what I mean? La negra, ¿cuál? La que está arriba o estas? That means you could be coming. You were under attack, Tammy. You might have been under attack or something, and she probably was able to. La que está arriba en mi cuarto, la negra que está así, la compré en Los Ángeles. Hello, malicious me, how are you? Esa la compré en Los Ángeles y no me acuerdo si me costó como, así sin echarle mentira, a mí al costo mío me costó como 150. Oh, this one was from Home Depot last year. This one was $49 or 39.99 yes last year. She was gray. I painted her white and gold and I put the crown on her. This one was from Home Depot. So again, right now they got statues at Home Depot that represent to me Santa Muerte. So not this one. They had this one last year. They have a different one with wings right now, Home Depot. So it would be very, 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 very wise to go get one. Angélica, en la Home Depot también hay una estatua que está bonita. Y me compraron dos. Quiero más, pero las dos que tengo, una la voy a pintar negra y roja y la otra la voy a pintar, no sé, color o la voy a dejar como está, pero están bonitas. All right. Gracias a ti, Angélica. Yeah, I still got them, Abby. These are beautiful. I like these a lot. I'm so glad that they came out and I got all those last year. I mean, for real, it was a blessing. Like for people were arguing about that's not Santa Muerte, Ama. It is to fucking me. It is to me because it is to me. Anyways, any other questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Or I'm gonna go. Don't forget about you. I won't forget about you. I gotta call you. Look, tomorrow, what time you got tomorrow to do your reading, malicious me? I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys could tell I'm fucking tired, but yeah. Don't think that I'm not when I'm not on the live, I'm writing, I'm calling people, I'm doing things, readings and all that shit. So I do apologize. Tomorrow I'll call you, malicious me, but tomorrow I'll go pick up my son. So I'll do it when I in the morning or when I get home. I'm so sorry. You already paid me and you paid me, so I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Tomorrow, how early? I don't know. Text me when you're available and I'll make time. And even if I'm on the road with my, like driving to my son, I'll call you and we'll talk about shit. All right. I owe you that much. So I apologize. Oh, because I don't wake up early because I go to sleep super late too. So I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, I got an update for y'all. You ready for my update? You guys ready for my update? Nah, you're not bugging me. You're not bugging me. You paid me already. You're not bugging me. You're not bugging me. My update is I got no cake still. I got no cake still. I got no cake. I have not had cake. It's a travesty. Anyways, me neither. I know, but I'm worried about my cake. Last night we were talking about offerings for Santa Muerte, and someone said they give cake, and then someone else said they give, chocolate cake. The other one said I give red velvet cake. The other one said I give to the leches cake. And all this talk about cake for the altar made me want fucking cake. And I haven't had cake yet. And it's driving me fucking nuts. Today, for real, damn. I woke up with a sweet tooth and I had no cake. I had chocolate today. I had ice cream. Shh. I'll give you my you have a piece? If you have a piece, I'm down to take it. I'll take your piece of cake. Don't think I won't. Don't think I won't. Anyways, I'm gonna get off the live. Oh, you do got cake. I'm like, yeah, I'm on cake. Anyways, look, let me get off the live. I'll be back in a bit, all right? Let me make these two phone calls and then if I don't pass out, I'll be back. All right? I apologize. Let me be back in a bit. All right, guys. Let me finish. Let me make these phone calls. And again, sorry for getting off so abruptly, but I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Ahorita regreso. Tengo que hacer unas llamadas de volada y ahorita vengo. Ahí va.